Hello, good afternoon, children, and welcome to my class. Right now, it's around 10 minutes past 2, and I thought I'd finish this video quickly. I'll try not to make it too long. And today's video is about conjunctions, Unit 10 in your grammar workbook. So, let me tell you a little bit about conjunctions before we dive into the lesson. A conjunction is a small word that joins words, phrases, and sentences together. Okay, so there are lots of conjunctions, and it is really very simple. And when I teach you about the different conjunctions and their uses, you'll be able to understand the lesson perfectly. Every part of speech has a job to do, and the job of the conjunction is to join words or phrases or sentences together. Remember that at the start of this lesson. So I'm going to go straight into the presentation. And here we are. Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. A conjunction is a word, usually a small word, used to join words, okay, phrases, or sentences together. All right, so let's see the different examples and the different types of conjunctions which are used in different sentences, and they each have a different job in different sentences. Okay, the same job of joining the sentences together, but in each sentence you'll see that they serve a different function, okay, with relation to the sentences. All right, so here you are. The first one is Amar and Raj are friends. So we've realized by this sentence that Amar is Raj's friend and Raj is Amar's friend. So to make it simpler, we just say Amar and Raj are friends. The conjunction and has joined the two proper nouns together, and what is common between the two is that they are friends. I would like to eat either the tossed salad or the egg sandwich. Now the preposition, the conjunction or usually is found in sentences where you have to make a choice. Okay, so we use or in this, but here we are using a pair of conjunctions which usually work together, either or, neither nor. They're always used in pairs. All right, so now we go to the next one. I went to school, but the office was closed. Now, here, this conjunction but is usually used to join two sentences which have contrasting ideas. The first one is I went to school, I wanted to do something, but I couldn't because the office was closed. So I went to school, but the office was closed. Okay. I had to go to school, but the office was closed. I was feeling sick, but I had to go to school. What else can I give you an example? I wanted to go out and play, but it was raining. So intention is you want to do something, but something happens to stop you from doing it, or something happens to basically be like an obstacle. Okay, so but is usually a conjunction that's found in these sort of sentences. All right. Now let's start off with the most common conjunction and. Okay, this conjunction acts like a plus. Okay, which joins or adds things together, which have a similar, which are basically similar. All right, and it is commonly used. Now let's look at different examples which illustrate the use of the conjunction and. Okay, so let's look at this. So we have a doctor who's like flying like Superman. And nowadays, when you think about it, all health workers, doctors, nurses are all supermen and superwomen because of the enormous amount of work that they do and the risks that they take for all of us. Okay, so let's talk about this doctor. My name is Miss Saloni. I am a doctor. So now there's in these two sentences, there's some information about who the person is and the something about her. So let's join it and make it into one sentence. For this, we will use the conjunction and. Okay. So these two sentences are joined together by the word and, which is a conjunction. My name is Miss Saloni and I am a doctor. So there you have made it into one full sentence. You have joined the two sentences together and made it into one complete sentence. Let me just put off my phone. Otherwise, the noise is going to disturb us when we go through this lesson, which I certainly don't want. Okay, so now let's go to the next example. Rosa is an architect. Sheila is an architect. Now, there's a repetition of something going on here. The fact that they're both architects is being repeated. So, how do we get by the repetition? We just say Rosa and Sheila are architects. We've conveyed the same idea, putting both the names, using their profession. We have made it into one sentence, which is short, easy, simple, just by adding the conjunction and. So Rosa and Sheila are architects. Finished, over and done with. Her handwriting is neat and tidy. So just imagine two sentences. Her handwriting is neat. Her handwriting is tidy. So we just made it into one easy, short, simple, precise sentence. Her handwriting is neat and tidy, right? So two ideas or two adjectives are joined together here to describe her handwriting. All right. I think I'll take French and Spanish classes this year. So by this statement, you know that she's going to take French classes, she's going to take Spanish classes this year. She thinks at least that she's going to. So I think I'll take French and Spanish classes this year. Okay, so and is the conjunction joining the two different types of classes that she will take or she's thinking of taking this year. So when we have a list of things, when you go shopping, you don't just go to the shop unless you have a very specific thing that you want to buy. But normally when we go to a supermarket, we are distracted by so many products which are on sale. And sometimes you go with one purpose, like let's say I want to make cake today. So I want to buy all the ingredients for cake. Okay, so I'll show you the examples where when there's a list of things, we have certain rules we have to follow where we use commas. So let's just go into that. So when we have a list of things and we want to put them all in one sentence, we write the sentence by putting a comma in between the items, okay, and ending the last item by putting and before it and no comma, okay. So let's see how this has been done, okay, by using the conjunction and, okay. I went to the store. I bought some eggs, I bought some butter, I bought brown bread, I also bought a few apples. So much of repetition all over the place. We want to do away with the repetition. So here we list all the items that I bought, separate them with commas, and add and to the last item that I bought without a comma before it. Okay, so this is how we do it. I went to the store and bought some butter, comma, eggs, comma, brown bread, and a few apples. Okay, so I've got everything neatly tied up in a sentence. So you notice the position of the commas. They are all over the place. You have a comma here, after butter, after eggs, after, and before brown bread, you do not have a comma because the next word after brown bread is the conjunction and you don't put a comma before the and when you're listing items. Okay. So again, another example of the same situation where there are a lot of items and we have to separate them using commas. So I'm going to bake a cake, full stop. I need to buy some flour, a flour, comma, eggs, comma, butter, comma, sugar, comma, baking powder, and cocoa powder. Okay, so I've listed so many things in one sentence, and before the last item that I've bought, I put and I don't put a comma before that. So this is the rule you must follow when you're listing things down and writing it down in the form of a sentence. Okay, so when a conjunction joins only two words or phrases, we don't need to put commas. I bought bread and butter, no commas. Okay, I bought garlic and ginger, no commas. But now when I buy more than two things, for example, if I buy salt, sugar, and let's say oil. So I'll say I bought some oil, comma, salt and sugar. Okay, so when there are only two items, you just need to put an and, the conjunction and between the two. All right, so it is very important to properly punctuate a sentence which has a list of items. You have to follow this rule. Commas must separate the items except for the last one, which you can put before which you can put and, or you can put or. If you have a choice, you put or. When you're including everything, you put and. For example, you can say, I'm not sure whether to buy garlic or ginger. I'm not sure whether to buy garlic, salt, pepper, or ginger. I'm not sure which one to buy right now. So you put or there. When you're including everything together, you put and. That's why they say it's like a plus sign where you add everything together. Or the conjunction or shows choice. Okay. So there are so many more examples for the conjunction and here they are. On my visit to India, I visited Kerala and Goa. Okay, and Goa. All right. For dinner, now here it shows a list of items. So let's see. For dinner, I ate steamed rice, fish curry, comma, fried potatoes, and vegetables cooked in coconut oil. So remember, see here, you put and, but you don't put a comma before that, since vegetables cooked in coconut oil is the group of words that you and the last ingredient or the item that you're adding to the list of items, right? Now here are a list of cats, big jungle cats. The lion, comma, tiger, comma, leopard, panther, and jaguar are are big jungle cats. So now you have understood exactly where to put the commas when you make a sentence which has a list of things in it. Okay. Now let's go to another set of conjunctions. Or, otherwise, or else, unless. Okay. Now we use this a lot when we talk. All right. Like I told you, or can be used to show choice, or it also can be it can be used when you say that something will happen if you don't do something. Okay. For example, let me explain it. These conjunctions are used when we are making a choice between certain things, garlic or ginger, or they are also used to show that there will be a consequence to an action. Do this or this will happen. Okay. Do this, otherwise this will happen. Do this or else this will happen. Unless you do this, this will happen. So it shows the consequences of an action if it is not done. Okay. Or if it is done, something, the result will be something. Okay. So look at these sentences and you will understand exactly what I mean. Okay. I am not sure if I added salt or sugar, for example, in my coffee. So there's a choice here. You're not sure about whether it was this or that. Okay. You better study. You better do this or this will happen. Okay. You better study or you will not be able to finish the syllabus. Okay. The next one is hurry up. You better hurry up. Otherwise, you will miss the train. Okay. Do this or this will be the result or this will be the consequences. So here it is. If she doesn't practice more, she will not qualify for the Olympics. So you can put it in many ways. Uh, if she practices more, she will qualify for the Olympics. If she doesn't practice, she won't qualify. Okay. Or you can say, unless she practices more, she will not qualify for the Olympics. Or if she doesn't practice, she will not qualify for the Olympics. So, to get the result, the action which is not done, the result of which is going to be not very good in this particular situation, you can use unless, and usually unless is found at the beginning of sentences. You can also find it in the middle of sentences. But in this case, we have said unless she practices more, okay, she won't qualify for the Olympics. Or you can put it in another way. Practice more, otherwise, you won't qualify for the elections. I mean, not elections, for the Olympics. Okay? Be here on time. You better be here on time, or the result will be that I leave without you. Okay? Be here on time, or else I'll leave without you. Be here on time, or I'll leave without you. Be here on time, or else I'll leave without you. And unless you're here on time, I'll leave without you. Okay. So in this case, you can see unless there are two sentences. She practices more, and the other one is she won't qualify for the Olympics. So we have tied up these two sentences very neatly by putting a conjunction in the beginning of the sentence, unless. Okay. And the first, if you take the first part of the sentence, unless she practices more, you have to put a comma between the two sentences. Okay. All right. We go to the next one. It's the same, or otherwise, or else, or unless. Okay. I'm not sure whether to wear the pretty purple dress or the beautiful green one. So here there's a choice. So we use green dress or the purple one. I have to decide. Now you've got a list of countries you want to visit. So I have to decide whether to travel to Malaysia, comma, Thailand, comma, Indonesia, or Taiwan. You can put it in another way. When you want to add and, you can say, I have decided to travel to Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Taiwan. Okay, for my summer vacation. Here, for my summer vacation. You better stop hurting that animal, or the result will be that I'll call the police. You better stop hurting the animal, otherwise, I'll call the police, or else I'll call the police, or I'll call the police. Or if you start with unless, you'll say, unless you stop hurting that animal, comma, I'll call the police. So all these prepositions, as you can see, it shows an action which has happened, and unless it either starts or it stops, the results will be this. Okay. Now we'll go to another set of conjunctions like but, yet, or still. Okay. And we'll see the situations where these conjunctions are used in sentences. So these conjunctions are used when we say a positive and a negative thing at the same time. Like I said, two contrasting ideas. Okay. It can be a positive sentence and it can be a negative sentence where you say, like, I have a book, but she doesn't, or she didn't bring her books. I brought my books, but she didn't bring her books. I like apples, but I don't like oranges. So a positive sentence, a negative sentence, or when it's contrasting. So we'll see the examples. Okay. But is used to introduce something contrasting with what has already been mentioned. So now we're going to look at different examples, okay, such as this. I like oranges, but I don't like strawberries, a positive and a negative sentence. Used, which are the sentence, the conjunction joining the two sentences is but. Okay, I can speak English, but not Tamil. It's the same way of saying I can speak English, I cannot speak Tamil. But these are two different sentences. One is saying that you can do something, one you cannot do something. So we can separate these two sentences in a very simple way by adding but. Okay, so I can speak English, but I can't speak Tamil. I love coffee, but I hate tea. Love, hate, two opposite ideas which are being joined together by a conjunction but. Go see the movie, but don't be late. Okay, I'm allowing you to see the movie, but on one condition, don't be late. But don't be late. Okay, I have many friends whom I'd love to visit all day, but I can't because they live in different cities. But they live in different cities. I would like to talk, I have many friends, but they live in different cities, so I can't meet them very often. I tried eating fish. I tried eating fish, expected to like the taste, but I hated it. I hated it. Okay. She left the city. Still, I miss her. So it shows that some action has happened, but an ongoing action is taking place after that action. She has left, but what is the ongoing action? I miss her. She left the city, but I miss her. An ongoing action of missing. Okay, she's left the city. I still cannot find my jewelry. Here, an ongoing action is happening, and you're talking about it. And the word still here shows that you're still searching for the jewelry. I still can't find it. I still can't find the jewelry. Okay. Still, okay, in spite of everything, still, I wish she stayed closer to my house. She stays really far away. Okay. Still, I wish that she stayed closer to my house. Endangered animals still need protection. It means it should be an ongoing thing, always should need protection. So we use the conjunction still to show the wanting for or that an ongoing action is happening. Okay. Yet can also have the same function as but yet is used very specifically in certain situations. You can substitute it with but as well. Okay, so let's see. He's very rich. In spite of the fact that he's very rich, yet he rarely spends money. So here you can see a miser counting his money as usual, just like Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay, he's very rich, but or yet he rarely spends his money. So it's showing a state in which he has a lot of money, but another state in which is contrasting where he doesn't spend it. Arun doesn't like Mahesh, so you expect him not to have anything to do with him. Yet or but he often speaks to him, which is contrasting. You don't like somebody, but still you continue talking to him. Really confusing. She's very intelligent, so you expect her to really do well in her exams, right? Okay, but something contrasting is happening. She is very intelligent, yet she failed in her examinations. They are not leaving yet. And an action is happening, which means that they're expected to leave. Something you're expecting an action to be done, but it's not happening. So there you can use yet at the end of the sentence. They are not leaving yet. They're expected to leave, but they haven't left yet. Haven't you done your homework yet? You're expected to do your homework, complete an action, but when it is not being done, you use yet. Okay? Haven't you done your homework yet? Okay? So now we'll see the usage of the conjunction but. Okay? She likes cats, which is a very nice thing to be, but unfortunately, she has an allergy when they are around. Okay? So she's allergic to them. So here there are two contrasting statements. She likes them. She really shouldn't be having them, but she likes cats, but she's allergic to them. I hate cooking, but I like washing the dishes afterwards. Hate and like contrasting sentences. Even though I was tired, I couldn't sleep. Even though is usually used in the beginning of sentences. Okay, again showing contrast. When you're tired, you are expected to fall asleep instantly when your head hits the pillow. But in this case, this is not happening. Even though I was tired, the opposite happened. What was the opposite? I couldn't sleep. So here, the first part of the sentence is separated from the second sentence by a comma. The first sentence separated from the second sentence. Okay. And I'll teach you about clauses, which are both dependent clauses and independent clauses in another video. Okay, we'll go over that. He didn't get a promotion. He didn't get it. The second part of the sentence is he worked hard. So you basically it's contrasting. If somebody works hard, he should get a promotion, right? But here contrasting ideas, contrasting sentences. He didn't get a promotion, though he worked hard. Or you can say, though he worked hard, he didn't get a promotion. If you start the sentence with a conjunction. Even though she helped him, he was very rude to her. When you help somebody, you expect them to return the favor and at least be nice to you, right? So, two contrasting statements. Even though she helped him, he was very rude to her. Okay? I must finish this work. Okay? I must finish it. It is late, so maybe I can't finish it. So, two contrasting statements. I must finish my work. It is late. It is very tiring. I may not be able to finish it. So I must finish my work, though it is late. So, though it is late, I must still finish my homework. I can't afford to go to sleep now. So, you can see how these conjunctions are being used in these sentences. Okay. But, yet, still, though, even though. Now we'll go to although. Okay, we're going to look at although. Although usually comes in the beginning of a sentence and not in the center of a sentence. You don't find it. We find it in the beginning. Now look at this sentence. Okay, there are actually two sentences. If you don't look at the conjunction at all, you look at the sentence. She is poor. She is very kind and generous. He is rich. You expect a rich man to be very kind and generous, at least because he's got a lot of money where he can share it with poor people and help them. Okay. But in this case, she's poor. She doesn't have any money. So, although she is poor, okay, the first sentence you've added, although she is poor, is one sentence. You put a comma to separate the two sentences, but make it into one sentence which is joined together by that word or conjunction, although. Although she is poor, she is very kind and generous. So please note that although is usually used at the beginning of a sentence. She went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, though she is afraid of heights. Now, when you expect somebody who's afraid of heights, you don't expect them to climb to the top of the huge Eiffel Tower. Two contrasting things are happening, okay? We are using though in this situation, okay? You can say this way, though she's afraid of heights, although she's afraid of heights, comma, she went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, okay? Although she didn't study well as a comma. I mean, as a statement. You put a comma and add the next statement. She topped the class. So, although she didn't study well, comma, she topped the class because of the conjunction. Although it has been two sentences have been made into one by putting a comma between between the two sentences. You see what I mean? Now I'm just going to read sentences with the conjunctions, okay? Even though I am hungry, I'll wait until you finish your homework and then we can eat, okay? I'll wait for you, even though I'm hungry. I feel really, really cold, although it is summer. Or you can say, although it is summer, comma, I feel really cold. In summer, you're not supposed to feel cold, but even though it is summer, I feel cold. Okay, so when you see two statements, supposing I tell you it is summer, I feel really cold. You can and I'll say join the sentences using a conjunction. You can say this. Even though it is summer, I feel very cold, or although, wait, I feel really cold though it is summer. Okay, or although it is summer, I feel cold. Though I live far away, I make it a point to visit my grandparents once a month. Once you live really far from your family, you know it's really difficult to go visit them and see them often. But here, although, although I live far away, or even though I live far away, I make it a point to visit my grandparents at least once a month. Even though she is a shy person, she makes great speeches in front of an audience. Like I told you, even though, although usually come in the beginning of a sentence. So, though she's a shy person, or even though she's a shy person, or although she's a shy person, you don't expect them to make great speeches because they are shy in front of people. But here, the difference is that she makes great speeches in front of an audience. So even though she's a shy person, she makes great speeches. So usually a statement and something which is contrasting that statement, we still use though, even though, although, okay, which is kind of giving something like but. Um, Two statements which are not agreeing with each other, these uh, conjunctions are used. Okay, like I'm hungry, but I'll wait. I feel really cold, but it is summer, even though I live far away. Okay, I live far away, but I still visit my grandparents once a month. She's shy, but she makes great speeches. So it's sort of um, uh, doing the same job like but does. Okay. So now you see hence, so, therefore. Hence is not used very common when we talk to each other, and it's kind of slightly old fashioned, but still it can be given to you in a sentence, and you can be asked to make a sentence with it in a grammar exam or in your grammar notebooks. Okay. So these conjunctions are used to connect the first sentence to the reason why in the second sentence. The first sentence, you say something, and the reason why, okay, is given in the second sentence. So let's see. I woke up early. Why? So that I could finish my homework. Okay. So the you woke up reason the woke up early. The reason why is given in the second part, and the conjunction that joins the sentence is so. Okay. You woke up late. You can say so you couldn't finish your assignment. Or you can say you woke up late, hence, therefore, you could not finish your assignment. Because of this action, the result was this. You couldn't do this, or you could do this. You worked hard, okay? So you passed. Okay, it shows the reason why something has happened is because of the first statement. Something happened, therefore it happened, so it happened, hence it happened. Okay. I am on a diet, so I avoid chocolates and ice cream. Okay, you can say the beginning of the sentence, I'm on a diet. The reason why I'm on a diet is because, or I avoid chocolates and ice cream. Okay, and because probably it's not very good for you, I'm on a diet. Okay, so the second one is the road was covered with ice, therefore, so, hence, it wasn't safe to travel. Okay, because of the first sentence, the second was the reason why we didn't do the second part of the statement. First one, this part of the beach is dangerous, which is why people avoid coming here. Okay, because it's dangerous, right? I'm taking a flight. Okay, so I can be there by 4 o'clock. So is the conjunction here. I want to take a flight, so the result will be that I'll be there before 4. So see this poor guy, the reason why they don't go to that part of the beach is very obvious now. He's going to be shark meat. He's going to be a lovely dinner or lunch or breakfast for the sharks. And we don't want to give the shark that pleasure, do we? Now let's look at another set of conjunctions: because, since, as, and for. Okay? So these conjunctions, as, because, since, okay, they connect two sentences. Okay, you say the first sentence, and that's part of the sentence. The first part happened because of the second part. Okay, for example, I like being outdoors. This happened because small spaces scare me. Okay, now let's look at the next sentence. Are you angry with me because I ate your pizza? The second part shows you why the first part must have happened. The first sentence must have happened because you finished my pizza. Are you angry with me because I ate your pizza? Okay, because I'm terrified of dogs. Why? Because I was bitten by one recently. Now, this conjunction explains why the second why the first part of the sentence is true. For example, I'm terrified of dogs. Why? Because I was bitten by one recently. Look at this cartoon where this guy is getting bitten on his butt by a ferocious looking dog, but he doesn't seem to be very hurt by it. I mean, he's getting bitten right in the butt, which is kind of looks painful, but who knows? He's cool with it. So I don't travel by car because or since I'm afraid of flying. Because I'm afraid of flying, since I am afraid of flying. So the second part of the sentence gives you the reason why for the first part. Okay? They like to visit India in December. because winters are cold in Germany, as winters are cold in Germany, since winters are cold in Germany, or you can say the lesser or rarer way of using which is for winters are cold in Germany. They like to visit India in December, for winters are cold in Germany. As winters are cold in Germany, because winters are cold in Germany, since winters are cold in Germany. Okay? Okay, the reason why the first part of the sentence happened. Okay, the first part before the conjunction. Okay, the reason for the first sentence is sentence number two. Since, you can start off the sentence with since. Since I'm good in painting, I've been accepted into the Fine Arts Academy. Or you can say, I've been accepted into the Fine Arts Academy. What has happened? The reason why is because I'm good in painting. Because I'm good in painting. Since I'm good in painting. Okay? Or if you start with since, you cannot start usually a sentence with because. But when you start it with since, you can say, since I'm good at painting, I've been accepted into the Academy of Fine Arts. Okay? Since can be put at the beginning of a sentence. Okay, and that's the same job. All right, now let's see the other one where for is used. They don't let me stay out after 6 p.m. is one sentence. I am still too young to be out by myself. They don't let me stay out after 6 p.m. for I am too young to stay out by myself, because I'm too young to stay out by myself, as I am since too young to stay out, since I am too young to stay out by myself. So for can be used. It's not very common, but it is still used to join two sentences together, like a conjunction, even though it is a preposition. Give her some food, for she is hungry, as she is hungry, because she is hungry, since she is hungry. But in this case, for sounds the best. Okay, so it's actually a preposition but can be used as a conjunction as well. All right, now we use the word since. It's a conjunction. Now, since usually is connected to things related with time, as you can see in the following sentences. Okay, it implies a duration of time or time taken for something. Okay, now let's see. It has been a long time since I have seen her. So the duration is a long time since I have seen her. He has been waiting here since 4 p.m. So the duration of time from 4 p.m. he's been waiting since a long time, since 4 p.m. Okay, since I got here, it has been raining. Shows a duration of time that from the very moment that he came there, it has been raining. Shows duration of time. Since I got here, it has been raining. Okay? I've been feeling sick since I ate at the restaurant. So from the moment or from the time I ate at that restaurant, I've been sick. Ooh, look at him. Ew. Yikes. It's just vomiting green stuff, and that looks absolutely disgusting. Poor guy. He must have really got food poisoning, right? My dog disappeared from the house last evening and hasn't been seen since. Since is put at the end of the sentence, meaning that from that moment onwards, from the time it has disappeared, it hasn't been seen since. But I knew that it'll make you sad because our grammar book, okay, is not exactly filled with happy sentences. So I made up another sentence which I knew would cheer you up. If you like animals, you'd be definitely feeling sad about the lost doggy. So let's see the next sentence. Since this morning, that is from this morning onwards, he has been spotted at the beach. Yay! Interjection. Okay. Why are you happy? Because since this morning he has been spotted at the beach, which means he's somewhere around there and we have a better chance of finding him. Okay. And to tell you the truth, they found the doggy, and you can see the picture of the same doggy in two pictures, looking sad because he's lost, and looking so delighted because he's happy, but he had a lovely time. He had an adventure, so he's winking to let us know that he done it on purpose. Naughty dog. Okay, this word can be used both as a conjunction, okay, or it can be used as a preposition. Okay. It refers to an action happening up to a certain point. It's an ongoing action until something else happens or till another event happens. Okay. I was waiting in the darkness until or till the lights came on. So it was an ongoing action till something happened. The lights came on, everything was fine after that. Okay. I'll wait here, I'll continue waiting here until the rain stops. An ongoing action of waiting until the event of the rain stopping happens. So I'll wait here until the rain stops. You're not going out ever until you finish your homework. So the action of going out is gone for you until the event of you finishing the homework happens. So you're not going out until you finish your homework. Okay. She works hard from morning, all morning, and then till night. At night, she manages to sleep. The ongoing action till the event of night, where she can rest. Stand here until I tell you to leave. You're really mad at somebody, you shouted at them, and you said, you stand here. Continue standing here until I tell you to leave. Until today, I never realized that they were Indians. So the ongoing action of never realizing that these two girls were Indians happened until today. Okay, so these two girls probably they've been all their lives living in another country, speak with a different accent, dress differently, but today I heard them talking in Hindi fluently. Okay. They were dressed up in Indian clothes and they went to the temple to pray. So I knew immediately, oh my God, they are Indians. I never knew that till today. I continue to think that they were from another country till today. Okay. She ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. It was an ongoing thing till she was full. Okay. I always thought she was a cold, unfriendly person until now. So the action of me thinking that she was really unfriendly and unlikable continued for some time till today. Today I discovered that wow, she's really warm and lovely and friendly person. Okay. Okay. Now we come to the the conjunctions which are in pairs. You'll find them always together, like best friends. Okay. So neither nor, either or, both and not only, but also. Now see them when they are used in sentences. Neither Anna nor Rosa can play football. So both of them cannot play football. So you use neither nor in this situation. Neither Rosa nor Anna can play football. Neither George nor Anita can speak Spanish. So there's a similarity between them, which is together. When you use neither or nor, you can see the similarity. In this one, both of them cannot play football. Okay, so neither nor is used. So now here you're undecided. You use either or. I am not sure whether I want either Ravi or Raj to win in the competition. Either Ravi or Raj. This one or that one. Okay, doesn't matter. Now, supposing you want to include two people, you'll say both. I want both Ravi and Raj to win in the competition. Both and. You can say both of them also, but usually both and are used in a sentence to join it. Okay. Now, not only but also. Okay, so watch how this set of conjunctions are used in this sentence. He ate not only the ice cream but also the cake. So imagine you just really hungry, you're dying for something sweet, a dessert, and you've kept the ice cream out and also the cake. But when you get back, you find out that your cousin brother's eaten everything. So you're really upset about it, and you go and tell your sister, your brother. Can you believe it? He ate not only the ice cream, but also the cake. So here's a example of a conjunction which is used in pairs. Not only, but also, both and either or, neither nor. Okay. So what have we learned so far from this unit 10, the conjunction? We've learned that conjunctions are used to join sentences, words, or phrases together, okay, to make one longer or larger sentence. Okay, and they are used, and you have to put it in the correct place when you're putting it in a sentence, because sentence structure is very important. You just can't put the conjunction anywhere you like. Okay, and only when you see the examples and you read books, you will have a better understanding of how conjunctions are used. Conjunctions make a link between or among words or groups of words, a link to other parts of the sentence. Okay, and you've seen how they make a relationship between the first sentence, for example, the second one, and all the other parts of the sentence. They kind of wrap up everything together in one single sentence. Okay, and that is the end of the unit 10 on conjunctions. Okay, children, and I'm going to stop sharing and go back here. And I'm through with it. The time is 3 o'clock, so it looks like I think I haven't spent too much of time on this video. I hope not. But I was very happy to do it. I'm getting ready to have my lunch now because I'm feeling really hungry. So I'm going to put this up on YouTube today. And children, please watch whenever you can. We'll sit and do the exercises during the time just before the exams start next week. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. I'll try to make another video today on numbers. Okay, and I'll put it up for you all. Okay, I love you all. Bye for me. Bye bye.